Is Jay Powell still printing money?
And you just said that on camera. This going viral.
I just want to thank all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for helping me pass 100. If you haven't subscribed, hopefully I can earn it today. Ape Nation, how are we doing tonight? It is Wednesday, June 16th, 2021. Currently, right now, it's about 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A couple things I want to touch on really quick. I want to talk about GME and AMC and the good day that both stocks had today, in my opinion. And also, I want to get into Jay Powell and the Federal Reserve. I'm going to make this video quick tonight, guys, because I am working on a piece, like a long form video about a young man last year who lost his life because of the discrepancies with the ROBINHOOD app. It's kind of a tragic story. So I've been looking into that and researching that and doing some DD to find out what all the details were and trying to get in touch with some people who possibly know more about the situation and have a better insight on it. So let's jump right into this. AMC today, W. Today was a W for us. I know it was a red day, but guys, we knew and we were talking about it since last Saturday that the hedgies weren't giving up this fight this week. Even though all the things, the anticipation, the hype building up, we knew they were going to attack this stock at some point, right? And we saw it today. We were cruising in the 60s in pre-market this morning and took an absolute nosedive as soon as the market opened, and then fought us all the way down to 52.50. And then we had some decent consolidation. We built our way back up slowly but surely to close out at 55. I mean, I don't know how we can say that today wasn't a W for AMC. With everything coming out and the anticipation of Jay Powell, like springing a leak on dropping terms like interest rate hikes, we could have had a panic today. There was some sell-off that I noticed earlier in the day in anticipation of what he was going to say, but he actually pulled off a pretty nice presentation, if you ask me, on a Zoom call, as far as keeping everyone calm, and you can see it reflected in the market. GME we kind of switched places today with GME. GME had our day yesterday, and we had GME's day today. GME closed at 222.97. It's up another 40 cents in after hours. But yeah, we kind of just switched places with them today, so maybe it'll go that way, seesawing back and forth for the next couple days until we get to their options that are going to expire on Friday. I think that's still something that we have to look forward to. And the fact that we're still $15 away from that 40.01 number, that's going to be so important as far as all of those options expiring in the money. I think today's a W, guys. I know it was red, but I think it's a W. All right, getting into Jay Powell. So the one thing about AMC that I want to point out, and I want to stress this, and you guys know that I'm not a technical guy, I'm not a financial advisor guy. I'm learning just like you guys are. We're all learning this together, which I think is a great thing about this community. A lot of us are finding out things from each other, and we're talking, discussing, and we all have we all have an interest in this and in making money and making money work for us, right? Not working for the money. So I want to stress this point about Jay Powell. He talked about, first and foremost, not raising interest rates, which is a great thing. He talked about that, the inflation would be something that was going to be more spread out. But when it comes to the repo, with the repo refund, this is what I want to get to. Now, of course, he wasn't going to mention anything about hedge funds, right? But what he did say, his reasoning for that $850 billion spike right now, he said that the Treasury's general account is getting smaller, right? The Treasury is putting cash on the streets, which means basically they're putting it into the banks, and they are buying bonds, making the bonds less appealing, less attractive, right? Which in turn means the banks are holding more cash. And he kind of went into SLR, that SLR that was due back on March 31st, that they may be changing some policies with that because there's so much money in the banks right now that they are afraid that maybe the banks will start to use it with risky acquisitions or investments. So he did talk about maybe changing that. He talked about unemployment ending and children going back to school that will really benefit the economy, starting like right after Labor Day. He said that they were working on fixing the supply chain. As far as the market goes, I believe, and a lot of people are saying this, that inflation has already been priced into a lot of these stocks. A lot of the market has already priced in the inflation, and that didn't change much today with what he said. We're kind of right on par with where we're supposed to be. So going forward, I don't see us having a major pullback. Now, AMC could act a little different tomorrow, right? I mean, I'm assuming they're going to fight this again tomorrow to try to get it at least under $50. I could be wrong, but we did say, and you guys have been watching me, we talked about it all week, that possibly Monday and Tuesday we'd see a nice run because of all the FOMO and the hype and the build-up. And then with Jay Powell speaking today, you know, and them with the attack on AMC itself, plus the general market, with that anticipation that we might see, you know, a correction. And we consolidated. So today's a W. I know it's a red day, but I think it's a W for us. And I hope most of you guys agree. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out. Buy and hodl.